Good morning to all. So children, we are again together with second part of same chapter, chapter 8, how do organisms reproduce. So today in this second part of same chapter, we will study more methods and modes of asexual reproduction in other organisms. So today we will start with other organism which is in the mode of asexual reproduction, that is called budding. Okay, budding means children, in the process of budding, a body part is detached from the parent part, and that part, the detached part, again become mature and reproduce into new organism. So this is called budding. Let's start. Okay, budding. In budding, a small part of the body of the parent organism, means parent organism, from the parent organism grows out as a bud, means the projection. Okay, the projection which grows out from the parent part or a parent body is called bud. That is why name budding has been given. Okay, so grow out as a bud which detached, separates from the parent body and become a new organism. Okay, many organisms like hydra, yeast reproduce by the method of budding. So with the new diagram we will explain the method of hydra. Let us come with the hydra. See children, here in the diagram, in the picture, you can see a mature parent body of the hydra. Okay, and here you can see on the surface, on the upper surface of the hydra, many thread like projection coming out. This is known as tentacles. So a body with the tentacles of hydra is called a mature body, complete body, or a parent body. Okay, so in the next picture you can see a small projection, okay, coming out, is forming from the parent part of body. Okay, then what happened, the projection which you can see, which is coming out from the parent body, is called bud. What it is called? Bud. Then what happens after that? This bud which is formed, as I told you, from the parent body, start growing, start increasing in the length, because it is organism. So growing of organism is a method or a characteristic of the life process. So automatically the projection which is living, which is called bud, will grow. Okay, will start grow, and as it grow in the size, so we will see same way the tentacles, many tentacles on the surface of the hydra will come out. Okay, and this will be called new hydra. What it will be called? New hydra. After that, what will happen? This new hydra will detached from the parent body. Okay, you can see here it has been separated or detached from the parent body, and now we can see the new hydra, new organism has reproduced, which is hydra. Now this hydra will complete its life cycle as like a parent plant or a parent body of the hydra. Okay, it will become mature, and it will give rise to a bud from its body, and then a new organism will reproduce. Okay, same way there is one more example of budding, which is called which is also in the yeast. See, what is the difference in the method of budding in the hydra and in the yeast? The main difference is that from hydra, a small part of bud, a single part of bud was detached, okay, and new organism was reproduced. And in the yeast you will see multiple chain of hydra will reproduce, okay. How? You see here. First we will start with the parent. This is an yeast, okay. We all are studying an example of asexual mode of reproduction of budding, which is in the yeast, okay. So we can see here parent yeast cell, a mature parent yeast cell with cytoplasm, nucleus and a membranes, okay. What we'll see in the next picture, we can see that a small projection, a bud is forming from the parent body, okay. Then what will happen? In the next picture we will see, let us come to the next picture. In the next picture we have seen here from the parent body, okay, the chain means one by one many yeasts are reproducing, means a new cell of chain has formed from in the parent body of the yeast. So this is what has been formed here. A long chain of yeast cell has formed, and then what will happen? It will keep on forming, and on the other hand the cell, okay, the new cell, the new yeast which has been formed in the parent body keep on nipped off or keep on detached from the parent body, and here you can see as it will detach, a new yeast cell has reproduced. So in both the case bud will form, okay, bud will detach and new organism will reproduce, clear. But in hydra one bud has formed from the parent part, and in the yeast multiple long chain of yeast cell has formed from the parent part, okay. Now the next and the third asexual mode which we will study about regeneration. Regeneration is also an important mode of method of asexual reproduction. Here we can, from the name, imagine regeneration means generating something new from the old one, okay. How? First of all, regeneration is a asexual method of reproduction, okay, of reproduction, and in this process what happens? If the, listen carefully everyone, if the body of the parent organism gets cut, okay, then each cut part can regenerate, can reproduce from a whole new organism from its body part, means from any part, either from the head, okay, from middle part or from the tail. If any part will cut, then again the part from where it has been cut will regenerate and complete the body again. This is a regeneration. How this happened? Why this happened? This happened because when the body of an organism that can undergo regeneration gets cut, then what happens? Then the cells of the cut part, means the cells of the cut part divide rapidly, okay, divide fast, and what does they do? Make the projection of the ball, means they form a ball cell like projection. And then what happen? These cells then move to their proper places to form, means then these forms rapidly grow, okay, and take the shape of the body of the organism. Clear? Regeneration, the mode of regeneration occurs both in plants and also in the animals, okay, in the plants and in the animals, okay. Hydra and planaria is an example of regeneration. Now you can see hydra have two mode of reproduction, asexual mode of reproduction in two ways, okay. It can reproduce by budding also, and hydra can reproduce by the regeneration also. So let's come with an example of regeneration in planaria, okay. Here in the diagram you can see, as I have told you, this is a planaria and full complete parent part, okay. If is this parent part cut from any way, either from the head part, from the body part, or from the tail part, after growing of the cell, with the growth, again head part can regenerate into complete body part, middle part can regenerate into complete part from upper side also, from the lower side also, okay, and tail also can regenerate upper part, means it can regenerate from any size, from any shape, either from downside, upside, and from the both side. So this is an example of regeneration here, okay. Now the next mode of reproduction is fragmentation. Fragmentation, see, fragmentation means the multicellular organism, this is an multicellular organism, the mode of reproduction is asexual, can be in the plants and also can be in the animals, okay. In this process, what happens? In this process, multicellular organism breaks into two or more or many pieces when they mature, okay. I will give you one example for the fragmentation. You all have seen a water bodies, not a running water, a still water bodies, where water is collected for a long time, for many days, month, okay. After some time, what will you see? On the surface of the body, on the surface of the water, you will see green patches. You will see on the surface of the water green patches. These green patches grows due to fragmentation, and then these green patches keep on breaking and keep on increasing in size. This is an fragmentation, okay. So each piece then grow into a new organism. Examples are Spirogyra and sea anemones, okay. Spirogyra and sea anemones means in the plant Spirogyra and in the animal sea anemones. Sea anemones and Spirogyra are the example which undergoes the method of the process of fragmentation, okay. How? Let us see diagram of fragmentation, okay. Here we will see diagram of Spirogyra, okay. A Spirogyra is a filament green type algae plant which reproduce by the method of fragmentation. Here you can see in the diagram very clearly that a mature Spirogyra, as it become mature, increases in size. What happens? It breaks into many pieces, okay. So and then they break, then afterwards they reproduce into, they increase in the size and reproduce into a new Spirogyra, okay. So this is an example of fragmentation. Clear? The next very important method of asexual reproduction is spore formation. Spores. First of all, let us see what are spores, okay. What are spores? Spores are a very small unit, microscopic unit of a plants, okay. So spore formation. In spore formation, what happens? The parent plant produces hundred of microscopic reproductive units called spores. Understood? When the spore case of the plant burst, okay, as when there hundreds of reproductive units are collected in the spore, inside the body of spore, okay, when there is no place, what will happen? Automatically the crust or the outer body will burst. So as they burst, what will happen? These all spores will spread into the air. Okay, what will happen? And when these airborne organism, when these airborne spores land on food or on soil, means when they will get any favorable condition, okay, under favorable condition like moisture, warm condition, like damp, okay, like damp, warm condition, moisture, they germinate and grow into new plant. So this is called a spore formation. Okay, and the example of spore formation are fungi like Rhizopus, Mucor, etc. Bacteria and non-flowering plants such as ferns and mosses reproduce by the methods of spore formation. Okay, you all have heard about bread molds. Now what is bread molds? The scientific name of bread molds are Rhizopus. When your bread is kept for a long time, okay, what you see some green, blue, black patches, a cottony patches over the bread. This is called bread molds, means Rhizopus. Okay, this also reproduce by the mode of spores. Okay, let us understood spore formation with diagram, okay, in the Rhizopus. So this is a common bread mold plant, or we can say a Rhizopus fungus, which reproduce by the forming of spores. Okay, let us understand about the diagram of the spore formation. See, this is a plant of a Spirogyra. Here you can see a formation which is known as sporangium. Okay, inside the sporangium many reproductive cells reproduce. Okay, as it is over the spore case, this is a spore case outside, it burst. Okay, and thousands of reproductive units, spores, spread in the air. Okay, and they dispersed into the air. Clear? So as they get favorable condition, moisture, damp, warm, they sit and then they reproduce into the new organism, into new Rhizopus. Understood? So in the first part and in the second part, we all have studied about various modes and methods of asexual reproduction with their examples and diagrams. In next part, we will study more about how do organisms reproduce. Till then, you all children, please go through both the parts very carefully, as all the diagrams, methods and examples for your board exams are very, very important. Have a nice day and Sai Ram to all of you.